watching it.
Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago.
Yeah.
It's a special Halloween presentation of the NFL
On Halloween, too.
Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, it's Simba Webster. And able to get this out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnists write possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave what the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. He's got the hook up to Lazard. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And that one
Who's our superstar?
late with a throw. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it.
Oh, that's you? Nice.
That's taken on the 25. And good work bringing that back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Bears.
How much did you get?
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
Yeah, look at the stats. All of our points have pretty much come off of defensive, kicking, and running, since we only have 3 passing touchdowns.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on. We know he's not bad at this.
No, we don't.
Footwork. Always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny?
There you go, Barry.
Right off the top. He's got great footwork. Love his footwork.
Yeah.
This guy is never satisfied.
These are his numbers from last.
These are the new playbooks.
22 carries, 106 yardage-wise, and the score as well.
Yeah.
Look like a team that really emphasized
What were you gonna say?
The offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds you.
No. It's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return comes to a halt at the 44-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake.
Yeah.
See if they're going to turn it into points.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive.
You got to throw a touchdown just to come back to even.
The loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated. How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure. And it's 2nd down. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks. So a little bit more momentum here again in the 1st quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
What happened?
A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
First and goal at the 1. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Sermon.
I'm 1 pick away and 2 forced fumbles.
Trey Sermon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight ahead power, and they got it done.
Come on, offense.
Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was finished off by the rookie Trey Sermon.
Good. Don't always. Good.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he'll look to rebound from the
that's a horrible stat line.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's going to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Right back to him on first down. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 5 yards remain on second down. They'll look to throw. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. He's to the 10. And he takes this one in for the Bears touchdown. His rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. So how about that for your first carry of the game? Not bad.
How about that and not bad at all? I think he earned himself a little bit.
Oh, we gave it to the fucking back
again.
again.
Your number 3 running back. You want him to come in with the fresh legs.
Yeah, man.
And he did it right there. Best way to lobby for more playing time? Have runs like that.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Yeah, Barry has the primary back at all 3 running back position.
Last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
I got the power and 3rd down backs too.
On the return comes Webster. And the tackle going to be made
Let's see, it is.
at the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last time they got into the end zone.
Madden animations.
Right sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And the 49ers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. The numbers for Sanu last week: 4 catches, 79 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there.
I don't know if it's the playbook messing with it or not.
In the top 5 in the NFL against the pass, he's going to have to really work hard to get open.
These two teams all tied after 1. Here's Sermon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. That's complete right side to Lazard. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw, and it's caught. Touchdown! Mohamed Sanu, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, I thought so too.
His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The point after try for Gostkowski. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown.
Plays the defense couldn't stop him.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again.
I don't know.
Let's see if they can get it downfield.
It's not right through there.
The 30, here's 2nd and 4. The throw over the middle, taken in.
Nice.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Rolling to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Room here to run. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A huge play for Chicago. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His
I'll take it.
Plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense, because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Let's do it. I need to do that.
So how about this for field
See
position
you later.
after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
It's Madden. Very.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Had me fooled on that one, too. They should have.
We've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
On her.
And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Take points before you can get them.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer.
Come on, defense, do something.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Breaks a tackle. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
They're going to look to throw. And this
nice
gain with a slide at the end. He'll get 11 yards back on the scramble as it brings up 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage.
That option is
back at the 36.
not looking too good.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face.
At the same time,
chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's
an option that's come from negative yards.
They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
So their task a little bit more difficult.
I wasn't even buried on that. That was Barber. Yeah. Pretty sure. Yeah. And then we do this the next.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Send all of our wide receivers to the Packers and just have our QB run every single play. God.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll have it in the
There we go.
before he crosses over out of bounds.
I think he swung out there.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check.
Hey, there's me.
On third down, sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Open.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back.
There we go.
He is in. Touchdown.
Are you fucking kidding me?
With his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears have retaken the lead. So his strong first half continues as he
This is.
the end zone here for the second time.
Are you kidding me?
Good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drive 7 plays in length and was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Webster going to hold on to it, and it'll come out to the 25. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, the little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to face a third down. Now back to throw. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. He'll look to throw. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete.
You gotta kind of wait those.
There, and it'll be second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. On play action, they'll throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They'll contain him to just 4. And down.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge.
You'll just drop that one there.
Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not very much of an advantage. You might be playing well, now it slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A big sack. That one will send him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll throw now on the final play. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Holy shit.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards.
Ran straight into him.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. It's another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's 2nd and 8. Wide open receiver complete. They move this all the way down to the 9. A big connection. That one, 32 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15.
Needed Marcus out there to block, though.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into.
Yeah.
Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Now he's flushed out right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Thought so too.
That time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21.
Yeah, that's Williams.
Defensively that time they were in zone coverage as a rookie QB.
He's got the big 6 too.
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a big
finally.
A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, the big play prior to this one got him down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last 2 plays,
Let's go, Sanders.
Right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Okay.
On the return comes Webster. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
66 yards on the ground for him so far. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it a 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
Yeah.
So that'll back him up 5.
Defensive linemen can't jump off
That's a tough,
sides.
costly penalty, because now
It's
it makes
out
it
of the
3rd
game.
and 6 after the false start. Able to find Lazard.
Yeah, it's not in Madden. He can in real life, but in Madden he can't anymore. He used to be able to. But it's only the key linemen, so like linebackers outside of the area can not, or they're able to. Cornerbacks can all that.
Try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Please. Oh my God, get him.
They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the
I love it, though.
It doesn't work. And that will force
Going
a
for
turnover
it.
on downs.
Yeah.
Set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's had a good performance.
If he was just a little bit faster, he could have had it. Probably.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd and 3. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up the third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Webster. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Sermon. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 2nd and 5 from the 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. The Niners on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So on 4th down,
you gonna fake it again?
In a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gostkowski's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he returns this to the 22. But now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Sheds off the tackle.
Any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. And this one's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
He never really got a chance to take back off with it.
As he's on here to punt it away. Yards on
defense.
And that will come the offense as they take over. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them, not easily done.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Oh, come on. You gotta be shitting.
And they really get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Defense.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Webster. And out of bounds right around the 20. Open man, Westbrook-Akine. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Holy shit.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll run the toss here with Sermon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. Certainly not what the offense wanted down here, going in the wrong direction.
Yeah, well, look who got involved. I mean, when you got a strong safety who can drop into the box, never needs an invitation to be one of those guys in run defense, does he? Wakes up every morning just a little bit ticked off.
moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And to give this time to the tailback. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Colin Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
I might need to go back to the old playbook.
Point try for Gostkowski. And we are tied.
Oh, what are you using today?
So that one a long 11-play drive.
What'd you put in for the playbook today for defense?
For San Francisco. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 score as he sends this one away.
I thought it was Miami.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Muscles him off. And he gets just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
It's almost got 100 yards on the tee.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now here's a throw that's complete. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
That's really weird.
Complete a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Stocker's got it.
Oh my God.
That's the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Gonna throw right side here, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous.
Go for it.
He looks to be about a yard or so short. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is right there. It's good.
Holy shit.
They have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give him the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left.
Defense has to hold.
Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So now the Niners Down 27-24. A minute 36 to go. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw.
Nichols almost had him.
Flush to his right.
Corner went the other way.
Down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
Good start.
In this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Oh, and that nearly...
Oh!
That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
Uh,
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
Oh my God.
That he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are in the field?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Into timeout.
San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. He's back to throw. And a quick throw here. That's
This game is a lot closer than I thought it would be.
yeah.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final time.
Yeah, 3 of us.
As he'll stop it with 11
5
seconds remaining in the ball game.
Oh, are we gonna get overtime?
Going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with
We might.
We'll be back.
How is the 49ers kicker?
I don't know how. He's been fine so far.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
They ran a.
Is it like
They
Nerf?
ran a fake punt. Or, I don't think he got nerfed as bad as Wade was.
Yeah, I gave emergency surgery to Tressway.
He needed it. My God, that was horrible.
We were able to save about 1/3 of his leg.
The 49ers ran a fake field goal run earlier in the game.
How'd it go for them?
Get it.
Oh, they would have. Wait, so you're telling me is. Wait.
It could have been a lot worse scoring.
So you're telling me the 49ers, if they had just kicked that field goal, would have won right then?
Well, no, because the Bears, we also went for it on 4th down, close to the goal line, so, I mean, 2 possible field goals right there, and it's still a tie game.
Did he just run it on a Hail Mary?
Yes. He likes running.
If the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown.
Bears won the toss.
If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score
I would prefer the Bears to win this.
team throws a pick
I would
six,
too.
fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score.
I think we all
the
would.
game is over at that point.
Did anyone put anything in for the pot bet?
Yeah. I put $1 million in also.
I did too. What score did you put in?
It was over like 100 or so. I can't remember. That fast. No.
Gets set to head back onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams
I put in 192.
still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game. Because
I don't know how he's doing it.
Trying to get in field goal range to win a game.
No, people like guess the same amount. I don't know how he's gonna do that. That was horrible.
That was the wrong read.
Not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now.
They sent 7 on the blitz, and he had a deeper receiver more open.
He's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
He was looking to run, but he saw that there were 7 defenders coming at him, so he decided to check it down and still failed at it.
The blocking held up, though. The blocking held up.
I don't know what his thinking is.
Well, this is a bit of a interesting defensive front. Oh, that's a touch.
Oh my God!
That's a touchdown.
Oh, no.
Okay. Holding offense.
It's gonna be. Almost had that too. You got it.
Holding on the offense. That was very sad.
God.
That's how you get cut.
Jesus.
Oh, he's gonna throw the check down. Oh no!
Oh my God. Just go down. Don't fight it.
He was
hit the ground.
Wild. I thought he was gonna just take off. Throw the check down. And like that, he's proven he's a better quarterback than the Steelers quarterback. Who I would crash.
Is that where you want another one?
Yes.
True.
Oh, we're still going to Super Bowl, but
I'm gonna go with Bo instead. Or yeah, Bo.
Quarterback.
And give this time to tailback. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go
the QB option.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard.
As long as we get yards and get the first, and then get the touchdown.
Watch us fumble recovery for a touchdown.
Oh, fuck.
By
the offense.
Had me in the first half.
And this won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. Decision time now on 4th and about a yard and a half.
I can still hear my high school coach John Ford
What?
right now.
More defensive touchdowns than probably beat there.
How many defensive
All of our
touchdowns
points.
happened this game?
I don't know, actually. Most of our points have not come from our passing game at all. He has 3. Yeah, he's got 3 passing touchdowns.
Here comes the Bears punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime.
Wondering what happens for betting in the event of a tie. Oh, that's not a... He was not the guy who was supposed to catch that punt.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
That is an auto-generated rookie.
Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they
think.
need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done
Or
much else other
I don't know if any of us would have named him Anton Greenberry Jr.
Oh, that's our former GM.
Oh. Okay.
That part one is done.
Oh,
Now part two.
okay. So that explains why they're
Continues to be
actually
effective
hanging
running
in
football,
there.
a big reason that they have the lead.
Yeah, a
And I
little
love
bit.
one of the quotes that I read about
Should have
him.
nerfed
What
him
he
before
said of
getting rid of him.
himself, I love it when a team just
No.
hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Bears losing to the Niners. L
No, it's a tight game.
ratio plus you fell off.
It's overtime.
No, they're losing.
No, you're gonna lose. Those
Well,
jerseys
after-
are so disgusting. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
but that hurts
after
my
the
eyes.
holding penalty, they're gonna lose.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down.
Yeah, Barry Sanders
Just
Jr.
horrid.
had a I want to say a 60-yard run.
The last run got 9. That leaves them
He's
with
down at
second
the
and a
3-yard line.
Now
Hold
a
back.
handoff here to his running back.
I always knew the Bears line would let them down. I don't know how.
Hands it off out of the gun, and this will be stopped.
They can't stop the
44.
run.
That one good for 7 yards. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Oh, you can't stop the inside run unless you
He's gonna
do
throw
a
a
few
pick.
things.
And that is in.
It's incomplete.
Oh my god, that was
And there, he could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They do have Gostkowski, but this is old Gostkowski.
On 3rd and
I have
short,
Cody
they'll try and
Parkey.
pick it up through the air.
There's no shame.
Oh,
Or
he's
they
wide.
can just do
wide
that.
open. Fucking hell.
He's wide. That's it. And now I'm down 3 million.
47 passes.
This is why you don't bet on the Bears.
Apparently.
Forget about just looking for the sticks. They went well beyond the stick.
I know they were talking about guarding the sticks.
Honestly,
I too would like to withdraw my Bears bet.
I don't understand the other GMs saying they need to do things. I'm gonna be completely honest here. What are you guys doing from week to week besides
Yeah,
setting a
what?
weekly game plan?
Now they
It's,
try the right side here.
even then, that's like
He's tackled a yard short
20
of the marker.
seconds.
Good gain of 9 on first down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tie. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold
I
on
mean,
to it, protect it, but not
No.
necessarily
you don't need that to play this week, though. It says he needs to do things, and I just want to try and record this.
The 1 speed run. Or the 0 speed run.
Literally any other body out there on the halfback toss would have had a touchdown.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going back.
This is why Matt Nagy is elite.
Get a Fire Nagy chant going.
Extend Nagy.
Play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Extend. Yes, extend Nagy.
And he's got it.
They really got further away.
He'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage.
They're just making it easier for their
Go
kicker.
for it and don't get it here.
Loss on the play, and that's gonna
Nah, they're
bring
gonna
up
kick a
fourth
field goal.
down.
In today's NFL, we're
I
accustomed
mean,
to
they're
the
not
tight end
guaranteed to
getting
hit it.
downfield, creating plays and
Fake field
Nah.
goal run it
making the
again.
secondary.
They're gonna get it.
But on this one, though, they diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the
Yeah.
dump off. Lost
Yeah, you
yardage.
gotta
The AI
kick
holder
it. Just
ran it in with the holder on me once.
So now one of the biggest kicks
Sam.
of the night is forthcoming. Now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. A big
I think you need him
spot
to
now
hit
for
it.
Stephen Gostkowski from the right hash, and this one just to Chippy. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able
Well,
to
shit.
flip the uprights, and they have regained the lead.
Imagine losing to an AI team.
L plus ratio plus you fell off. Plus my dad could beat up your dad.
what?
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one,
Damn,
Charles.
that's
Points,
tough.
they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
Oh wait, don't they have
But
a
it was fun, wasn't it? Because
whatchamacallit?
both teams finding ways to click. And you know,
You guys
Yes.
traded the 9 or something, right? I don't remember.
Yeah, we traded
Yeah.
them the quarterback that they have.
And then he just
So
threw
for
for
the
293 and
49ers,
we won the game.
Yes.
500 now at 4-3, and they'll head back home
Beautiful.
next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals.
First drive, we threw a
For
pick.
Chicago, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down, and they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis,
guy
we
left,
thank our
right?
entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Damn.
Who was the safety that ran him down?
Hawked him down, bruh.
You know, 2 touchdowns because Barry had to be taken out again.
Zenos,
Yes.
go talk to your GM and do whatever he needs to do so I can record this game. Thank you.
What? Oh.
Please. Blocking.
Yeah, I talked to him
Unless he
yesterday.
gives up a sack.
He hasn't.
Look,
I talked to him yesterday. If he hasn't done it yet, that's on him. Been over 24 hours since we agreed on changes.
I don't get what he's trying to do, though. Like, all the players are up today, right?
Hmm?
Only had 4 tackles.
Yeah, it's
He
sack.
still had a sack, though. Yeah. I think he was the one that almost had the second finish it.
What playbook are you running?
And defense.
We don't know on defense.
Go
We
look.
don't remember.
Go check.